How's it going?
St. Patrick's
Caleb's
Day
got
edition.
fancy eyes.
Caleb's new prescription came in. It looks real good.
It's my Bootsy Collins look.
Yeah,
It's my
totally.
my Bootsy Collins Irish look. St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
look. How's that?
You're going through your bootsy phase. I
Looks
like
good.
it.
Nice.
Looks real good.
Can't see
I should've
anything.
got-
but-
That could be a problem for you. It's
Is that you?
I have to admit,
Who's
it's
that?
kind of
Who's that?
creepy and it really pulls focus. Have
All
flashing
right.
like
No, keep them
shamrock-
on.
No,
It's cool.
Keep them on. You can wear like a headband.
No, well, I couldn't see them though. I mean, I can't see out of them. I
Yeah,
need
it's
spectacles.
too
How's that?
much. Oh, that's really nice.
All right.
That's good. Yes. You look fashionable.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
And it's
No
the return
problem.
of the 7-Up shirt too. A
It's-
fan favorite.
Green. So, welcome everyone to the Cold Show. It's another
Hi,
Friday night.
fans.
We are here together to enjoy all things genre related. So, what's happening on this wonderful Friday?
Well, tonight, like I said, it's our St. Patrick's Day Irish themed episode. We're going to do a little discussion of a double feature film called Wakewood, which is an Irish horror movie, and everybody's favorite St. Patrick's Day movie, Leprechaun.
Yay!
Leprechaun, the OG, the 1993 Warwick Davies Leprechaun. None of these newfangled leprechauns for us.
Yeah, not the new ones. Do that noise.
We'll probably watch them at some point, though. Let's be honest. Every St. Patrick's Day, we'll just work our way through the Leprechaun canon.
Sure. What the hell? So, what are you drinking St. Patrick's Day like, Sandra?
Oh, I'm glad you asked, Neil. So I have in my very petite glass, which I love to use, I have the seed lip herbal going on in there. Love the seed lip. I've talked about them before. So this is like and you know what, Hungry? It has a bunny on it. See? It's got a bunny. So this is the garden herbal one. And then I have some fresh lemon in there, some sparkly water, and a little sprig of rosemary from my garden.
Wow.
Just a
Yeah.
sprig. Just a little sprig.
I'm like a fucked up Martha Stewart.
Or are
It's
you?
a good
You mean
thing.
an awesome like
Yeah.
Martha
Yeah.
Are
Stewart?
you-
Exactly.
Never been to jail, Martha Stewart?
Sure, let's go with that.
All
Yeah.
right. I ended it in a question mark, so
We'll see. Never convicted. That's all I have to say.
there you go. That's what's
Yeah.
important.
What about you
Uh,
guys?
So tonight I am starting with Scott for my birthday gave me a bottle of beer, which I've never had before.
Delirium
it's a
tremens.
Thank you. It is a Belgian ale, so not very Irish, but and then also not very Irish. I took another page out of Scott's book and I made a pineapple and bourbon.
Oh, it's like
Wow.
a Scott appreciation night.
It is a Scott appreciation night.
Oh
Yes.
shoot! I wish I'd known. I would have prepared.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I wouldn't have berated him before the show started. For God's sakes,
I forgot to send out the memo. I apologize. I shall fire my secretary when we're done.
Yeah, really.
I
Get on
believe
that,
Space
Caleb.
Face is your secretary, so yeah.
Oh, and she's
Space
not
Face
here,
in the-
so that's I mean
You're
she's
fired.
not here in my house.
She
She's
escaped
already
the
been
basement.
fired. Yeah, she escaped. What about you, Neil?
Well, I'm unsure this week because I went
Go on.
green.
Whoa!
So, yeah,
That's so beautiful.
It
my
looks kind of sickening.
right.
Don't drink
So
it.
Love
It's
it.
poison.
it's Midori and vodka. So
Ooh.
I'm very worried it's gonna taste, like crap because it's Midori.
Yeah.
sweet.
Wow.
So I have a
But-
backup. I got a feeling that I'm not gonna like this.
Midori and vodka. That's like when I was 19.
That's what I'm
was-
saying. Yeah. This is-
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
drinking those
My
Midori
shit.
sours.
but I wanted to go green.
Only
you
it
know?
wasn't even a Midori sour, just a Midori and vodka. Yeah.
I'm not sure if I want to go green or if I want to like drink this or if I want to use it to reanimate a dead body. I'm not sure which I'm gonna do with it.
There you go.
So
A little bit of both. A little bit column A, a little
Perhaps.
bit column B.
there you go.
Yeah.
We'll give it a shot.
All right. Should we say cheers or
Let's do it.
Salancha? The
That too.
Irish. Yes.
Cheers,
Cheers.
friends.
Damn, that's refreshing. Oh
Oh,
my god, Neil's face! Neil's face!
this is not bueno.
All right.
Oh, you have to just drink
Which
it.
was worse, the zombie
Ugh.
Skittles or that? Because you're making
Oh
the
my
same
goodness.
face.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, why'd you have to bring up the zombie Skittles?
It's not.
I almost got the taste out of my mouth.
Okay, so I'm going to retire the green drink early because that's not going to work for me.
Okay,
But
that's
I
not
brought
gonna work.
I brought a little of the old Jack O'Daniels just in case. So we got the Irish
He's-
version, the O'Daniels.
He's here.
Yep. So we're to use some of that instead tonight.
You just get poured in a cup?
Yeah, I'm going to pour it. That's, I don't,
Or
I
you
don't know
should
what I'm
pour it
doing.
into the
I don't know.
Midori
Yeah,
and just, you know.
I should.
Probably
Probably
whiskey
whiskey.
cup.
Probably whiskey. So this is how we roll.
Fabulous. Fabulous.
All right. But it's Irish tonight. O'Daniels.
Sure.
So let's see who's with
Works.
us in the chat.
Who's out there?
Oh my goodness. All right. We're going to the top and we're starting with we have someone new, it looks like. Martin McCausland. Hello,
Hello,
Martin.
Martin.
Hi.
Welcome. Thanks for
Hello.
being here.
Thank
Hungry
you for being
boy.
a friend.
Yes.
Hey, hungry.
Thank you for being a friend.
Don't even get me started on
No one else
we
is
all
gonna
know
sing
my
with me?
girls. My Golden
I thought
Girls.
Scott would hop right in real quick, but
Neil, we can't. If we start going Golden Girls, I will never stop. I'll never stop.
Okay.
This will become a Golden Girls YouTube and podcast.
Golden Girls reunion show. Okay.
And I didn't join in because I had no idea what you were singing. So
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll try better next time. I will cry. Okay, Hungry Boy from Australia. Michael Gathering Dust. We were going to rename you Michael because we already have another Michael. So we got Dusty Mike. Is that okay? Dusty Mike?
I just said dust.
Just Dust? Okay. Dust.
I mean, or gather.
Hello. Dust. I think Dust is good.
I
What's
think
up,
dust is
Dust?
cool.
Steve Mike.
We're scrolling down. We're scrolling down.
We're scrolling.
That's a lot of them. Space Face. Hello, Space.
Hi,
Space, Space, Mace. Laura and Mindy, of course. We have our lasses of the slashes in the house. Did I say that right, Caleb?
No.
You did it. We did it.
Oh.
No?
No.
Lasses
Just lasses.
of the
No, it
slashes?
was lasses.
cut
No, it
that
was lasses
No.
of.
Just
No?
just
All
lasses.
right, we're missing something.
Apparently, there's a
old.
millennial thing we don't know about.
I'll draw
guess
you
so.
a
All right.
picture later.
Oh my goodness.
Jeez.
Yeah, millennials. Jeez.
I know. We even went over that too while you guys were there, and you obviously were not listening.
Sorry.
I must have been muddling lemons at the time.
Laura or Mindy, I'm curious if that's offensive to you in any way. I want you to chime up and let us know why. So let's see if the two that we're directing it towards have any idea what it's even about. Michael B. Hello, Michael. And Pismo Mark. Welcome back, Pismo. I'm glad you're with us
Wow.
tonight. Kenneth, our good buddy Kenneth is with us.
I know him. I know
Kenneth.
him.
Okay, that looks to be everyone who has chimed up so far.
Chimed up, chimed in,
Yes, chimed in.
chimed in.
If I can't say up,
Fabulous.
I apologize. So, okay. Sandra, yes.
Yes.
It
Oh,
is your
may I have the floor, please?
please take it.
You got
The
it.
chair recognizes.
We recognize the young lady from California.
Representative. I have some really exciting news for everybody.
Hmm.
This
Us
sounds
little-
interesting.
Us four cultists, counting producer Scott, we got together and we decided in honor of an anniversary. We're celebrating an anniversary about 1 year since we went live.
Yeah.
Can you
Yeah.
guys believe it? Because it was right at the shutdown here. So, in honor of that, we're going to do a giveaway.
Yay! Give it away.
Everybody loves giveaways. So the winner's
Free
going to
stuff,
be
free
announced.
stuff.
Free stuff. Free drinks. We want free drinks.
Free drinks.
So it's going to be announced on the 26th. So you have a couple of weeks to do our bidding to win some prizes. So should we start with the prizes and then I'll tell you your instructions?
Yeah.
All right.
So up first,
What can you win?
you can have a Dead Don't Die Blu-ray.
Ooh.
For all you Bill Murray fans. And a whole,
It's starring
whole bunch
whole
of other
host,
people.
whole host of other people that you like. Very nice. You can also have a super cool Godzilla King of the Monsters baseball cap. That is so
What?
cool.
Nice.
That would look good on like anybody. That's super cute.
Still has the white cardboard backing.
Oh yeah, Neil has
Yes,
not been
all
wearing
of
it
this
in
is
the
new.
interim. All of this is new, people.
You can also have a Freddy Krueger Body Knockers bobblehead. Did I say that right?
There he is.
Hey, Neil, can I have that?
Sure.
No, Caleb, you have to enter the giveaway. But who doesn't love Freddy Krueger? We're big fans over here. And guess what else you get?
There's
You
more?
ready?
Wait, there's more?
So wait, there's more. If you act now, if you act tonight, you can also get the ghost face pop vinyl figure, which
What?
that is freaking adorable. That is so cute. And I know I have some Scream fans in the audience today. My ghouls are Scream fans. I see you ladies. You
I
know
know.
you want that.
You could have driven around with that on your little Scream tour the other day.
It was a missed opportunity.
I know.
But guess what? There's more.
There is more.
There's more?
The
There's more.
description I was given on this was a little vague, but
Oh yeah.
it slices, it dices, it chops, it slops, it,
It's the ShamWow.
and
No.
you could read it. It's 2 books,
You
not
get
one,
2 books.
but 2 books.
So you
Books.
get Zen
of Zombie and
Oh, that's so cute.
Zombie Haiku. Zombie Haiku.
These are so great. Those are so cute. I don't have either of those, but I think I need some zombie zen in my life.
Yes.
And I actually love haiku. I love it. So that's got to be. Oh, look at this.
That's hecka like Sandra and Scott on the back of that right there. So
Is he the one in the hat?
he's either one he wants. He's over whoever.
Nice. And I'm the one in the green shirt,
Of
obviously.
course. Yeah.
I'm the blonde one.
I think there's one more thing. I think there's one more item.
Uno mas.
Are you ready for it? It's a horror themed face mask. What?
I want that.
And it's so good. Look at it. Look at all the friends.
It's
You
like
got the twins. You
the
got
gang's all there.
Jack. You got Billy. You got Chucky. You got Carrie. You got Reagan. You got Jason. You got Pennywise. You got Hannibal Lecter. You got Michael.
You almost got them all.
Who's missing?
Freddy. Is there a Freddy?
I don't see a Freddy.
I'm throwing this away. Forget it.
That's all right.
No.
You'll get the
burning.
bobblehead too, though.
Yeah.
I'm burning it.
You'll get the
That is-
bobblehead, so that'll make up
Yeah.
for it. You can just walk around and hold the bobblehead next to your face mask. How's
There
that?
you go. That's
So
it.
for that bundle of loot, your instructions to win are very, very simple. This is so easy. So you have 2 ways that you can win this delectable prize. One is tonight after the show, Neil's going to take a picture of all of these items and we're going to post it on Instagram. I'll probably post it. He'll probably send it to me to post. Let's be honest. And if you repost that in either your story or your feed and tag us, that will count as an entry. So you can do the social media way of reposting the picture, or you can leave us a review on your podcast app of choice. So if you do iTunes or Apple, whatever the fuck it is, or if you do Spotify or any other fine places that you listen to us via podcast, or even if you watch us on YouTube, but just like leave us a podcast review, that would be fine too. We'll count that.
And they can also subscribe on YouTube if they haven't yet, correct?
They should already be doing that. That's
They
that's
should,
day
but
one. That's
if they're
amateur
a
hour.
podcast listener and haven't gone to YouTube yet,
Oh, that's just sad.
I
I hope
hear
that's not true.
you.
Don't they want to see
Hey,
us?
it ain't
I know.
so, Joe.
They're missing this lovely shave job.
They're missing our faces.
I know. Look what you're missing. Bootsy Collins. Bootsy Collins. They're
You're missing-
flashing.
You're missing Bootsy Caleb
missing
Collins
Bootsy.
over here. Anyway, so very excited for our giveaway. Thank you all for sticking with us for a year. Some of you a
year.
year plus.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's win some cool shit. Like, come
Win
on,
some
it's
stuff.
easy.
And it's this stuff. There is no value to this stuff because I have licked it all. So it is invaluable.
When
There is-
Caleb said that it wasn't used, that was a lie. Everything has
true.
been in Neil's mouth.
It's got Neil's
Everything.
DNA all
You want to
all
clone
over.
Neil? You know you do.
you,
Get this stuff.
you know we have.
Please don't. There can be only one.
Oh my god, I have a closet full of Neils just in case something happens to this one. And it's like I have to use a broomstick and like shove them in because they're just like falling out of the closet.
She
Get in there,
actually
you
has.
Neils.
She has them so she can beat them relentlessly.
It's like the
Yeah,
like the
if I have, like, a-
tankfuls of Hugh Jackman at the end of the Prestige.
Just a closet full of Neils. They're just standing there like pieces of wood, like so much pieces of wood.
But it's like, but you've cloned the clones so many times that they start like they're like copies. So they get worse and worse
Yeah.
as you keep
Yeah,
copying
we're
them,
starting
so-
to lose the thread a little
Yeah,
bit of it.
like-
Yeah.
Like multiplicity, yeah. A
But-
copy of a copy. It's
There
a
you
little
go.
fuzzy.
I like pizza.
The Steves.
We're gonna eat a dolphin.
Steve's.
I haven't thought about that movie in a very long time.
That's a great film.
That's an awesome movie. Love that movie.
Okay,
Oh,
that's the giveaway.
that's the giveaway, guys.
Questions, comments, please direct them to producer Scott.
Yes. Yes. What else is there?
Like in life or
No, there's nothing else in life. There's
Yeah,
only
what
giveaways.
What is life?
what is life? What is love? Baby, don't hurt me.
Dun, dun,
Dun,
dun, dun,
dun,
dun.
dun, dun, dun. Let's talk about movies.
Okay, let's do it.
Do you want to talk about movies or are you talking about things we watched this week? Did anybody watch anything this week? Did I do anything? What is going on?
Oh, you know,
I
the only
was-
thing I
yeah.
can say real quick is that Sonoma County finally moved to the red tier. So that's a
Moving on up.
pretty big thing. Yeah. So we
Moving
finally
on up to that red tier.
we're like the last county in the entire state basically to finally, you know, at some point get out of red or out of purple. So that's exciting news.
Yay.
We'll be able to actually eat
Very
inside a
exciting.
restaurant and go to a movie soon. All kinds of cool stuff.
I just want to go to movies. I don't believe in restaurants. So
Okay. That's cool.
I'm just
take it.
teasing. I'm just teasing. I just really, really want to go to the movies with you guys.
Totally.
That's all I
look
want in my
forward.
life.
So
Yeah.
my life for the next couple of weeks is going to be crazy, getting all that ready to go and everything happening, but it'll be worth it.
Yeah,
So,
well, that's the only thing you have to share, though.
huzzah! Yes, that's it.
That's good. Over on Spooky Slumber Party, we would call that a spook's joy.
Okay. Spook's joy.
How about you, Caleb? Anything good?
I watched after we did our Tales from the Hood episode and Blackula episode.
Yes.
I remembered that Rusty Cundiff, who directed Tales from the Hood, also made a movie in the 95, I think, called Fear the Black Hat. It's like a
Ah.
Yeah.
mockumentary that he wrote, directed, stars in, about hip hop in the 90s. And so I watched that. And then that also sort of tagged onto Casey or Cassie Lemons, who was in Vampire's Kiss. She was the woman that Nicolas Cage did dirty, and
Yeah, Rachel.
I think her name was
Jackie.
Rachel. Yeah. Anyway, the young black woman that was also in Vampire's Kiss. She is also in Fear the Black Hat. And so
Oh,
everything just sort of has come full circle, and
synchronicity.
everything intertwines and is connected, and
Yeah,
we are like mushrooms underneath the ground, connected, but
I
above
love it.
ground, separate, whatever. I don't know what
Yeah,
I'm
I
thinking.
love mushrooms.
Shut
I'm
up!
with
Shut
you.
up! Stop talking, mouth.
I just really could talk about mushrooms all night. So that's cool. Um, that's awesome. I was very busy this week. I didn't do a lot of frivolity, unfortunately, but I did do something of note. I found myself with a little wee chunk of time. And you know what I did with it? I
Nothing.
decided to go back and I'm going to get myself caught up on The Walking Dead.
Ah,
They said it wouldn't
y-
happening. I didn't like I addressed this in our fireside chat episode a while back because I didn't mean to like actively stop watching The Walking Dead. I just needed a little break after Rick left because I was like so fraught and I was like I just need a little time. And then it just like all and then I was still upset about Morgan and then everything just, it was just a kerfuffle. So since the show, the original run show is ending. I don't know what the fuck's going on with spin-offs or anything if that any of that's still happening. Since the original timeline is ending, I decided I want to be able to watch it. So I'm going back and I watched like an episode and a half. So I'm very proud of myself because I don't know. I mean, I love The Walking Dead so much. There's been a few misses, but it's mostly hits and something I love. I used to write a weekly column about The Walking Dead. So I mean, it's like it's very much a part of like my it's like imprinted upon me. It's like my thumbprint.
hmm.
So I've got to go back.
So has the new season started? Is that what's happening right now, or are they
I
doing like
think it
some?
starts very soon.
What's the new stuff they're showing now? Because there's
Maybe it
something
has started. I don't know.
keeps advertising something about The Walking Dead. I don't know if it's like
I thought it was starting in April, but I could
I don't
be
know.
tripping. I don't
I mean,
trust
I
me.
get emails about like they're talking like Maggie's return and look at this and look at the
Yeah.
backstory and Daryl has a backstory and all this kind of
Kale
stuff.
got stories.
I don't know what it is. I haven't been. 'Cause I don't have regular TV anymore, so I can't watch it.
Yeah.
So and I don't
Um
pay for AMC,
any
Premiere or whatever the hell it's
streaming.
called,
Yeah.
Diamond Platinum.
Diamond. Well, I'm watching like I'm getting caught up via Netflix, via the
Yeah.
flicks. So yeah,
Okay.
I'm not sure what's going on. But anyway, I'm gonna get caught up. That's
Nice.
the point of this rabble.
Do it. Okay.
Do
Cool.
it.
Very nice. So
Excellent.
you have another little history lesson for us. Is that correct?
I sure do, kids. Everybody, grab your beverage and gather round. So, before we start talking about these fine films, Wakewood and Leprechaun, I had brought up to my beloved co hosts here that I was like, oh, St. Patrick's Day, it's a fun holiday. St. Patrick was an asshole. And they were like, what? Well, Neil was. I don't know. Maybe Caleb knows things. Neil doesn't know a lot, but he's simple and we love him. Um, anyway, I'm just kidding. Neil's actually smarter than you
We
think.
call him
I'm-
Simple Neil.
We call him our simple sweet boy.
Huh?
Anyway, so St. Patrick's Day is coming up on the 17th. And I was like, well, you know what? I can give a little St. Patrick's Day education. So, St. Patrick, he was rattling around in like the 4th century. Fun fact, even though he's like the patron saint of Ireland, did you know he's not Irish?
Yes.
No.
It's true. He is a Briton born in Rome occupied Britain. So he's a Briton. So he had
Hate him even more.
he had some crazy shit happen where he was like he got kidnapped and he like lived as like a pirate slave for like a period of time. But it's kind of weird because like there's a lot of legends and stories about him, not a lot of stuff that's actually factually true. But the juicy part that I'm getting to here is that the big story is that he drove all the snakes out of Ireland. Well, that's just silly because first of all, there are probably never snakes in Ireland because it's hard to be a snake and migrate to an island. Just kind of throwing that out there, especially back then. And also scientifically, with the weird, with the way the glaciers and all the things formed, a lot of like, whatever science people are like, yeah, there's probably never any snakes there. That's just silly. So there's that. But also by saying he drove the snakes out, that is also largely believed to mean that he drove the pagans out
Right.
because he was a major missionary on a quest from the Lord to get all of these pagan people in Ireland to convert. So that's just kind of crummy. That's why I'm not a big fan. Well, he also failed at that because there were still pagans in Ireland and there still are to this day. So tough luck, slugger, next time. But it's largely become a holiday to drink and revel for some, or to kind of honor your Irish heritage for some. And some Irish people don't like it because they think it's like a leprechaunization of their culture. It's very complicated.
Leprechaunization. I like that.
Leprechaunization. Not my word. It's a real
Leprechaunization.
term.
Yeah.
And leprechauns aren't even that big in Irish mythos. But
Wow.
somehow they just really stole the show.
Yeah, so to me,
Anyway,
St. Patrick's Day just sort of meant time to party. It was
yeah,
just
it's
an excuse, kind of like Cinco de Mayo, and it's just an excuse to like cut loose and just drink a little bit more than you normally would. Sometimes on a weekday, if it should fall on such.
Sometimes
yes.
green beverages. Yum.
Yeah, a lot of people are like, oh, I've got a green beer. And they think they're pretty clever. Anyway, that's your history. I'll take your essays due by Monday.
Okay.
I want them MLA format, 8 to 10 pages. I think you can do that.
Dang, that's rough. All right.
40 pages?
I said 8 to 10, but 40 would be acceptable.
All right. Thank you, Sandra. I have learned
Yes,
more
thank
in
you.
the last 10 minutes that I had the entire day.
Excellent job. As always.
You guys want to hear me talk more?
Always.
Because I'm going to introduce our films too.
Fire it up.
Are you guys ready for the main event?
Yay.
You got your notes,
Let's
kids?
get ready to rumble.
So, our first film of the evening, Wakewood, directed and written by David Keating. The story was by Brendan McCarthy. My first note, stop. Hammer time. This is a Hammer film. Oh. Hammer, to me, the name Hammer means something. God damn it. I will always be a fan of Hammer films. So if you've not seen this charming little Irish horror film, this is the story of a couple whose little girl dies in a tragic accident. She gets mauled by a dog. Her mom and dad move to the tiny rural town of Wakewood in Ireland. The locals perform a strange ritual. These rituals can bring people back from the dead, and they offer to do that for Alice. Now, there's parameters, there's rules, and you only get your loved one for 3 days. But when faced with this choice, will mom and dad follow the rules?
Ooh. Question mark, question mark?
Well, we're going to tell you because we're going to spoil it.
Oh, yeah.
Boom.
Spoil.
Someone else speak.
Caleb, what do you got to say?
I had never seen this before. I'd never even heard of it before. I knew that the main character, I'm blanking on his name right now, but
Patrick.
yeah, from Game of Thrones, he plays Littlefinger.
Yes, Aidan Gillen.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I liked it. It was kind of spooky and creepy and
Irish.
not a good movie for animals per se.
They don't come, or small children.
Or small children.
They don't come out on top.
I think I saw some shit that was slightly reminiscent of Cannibal Holocaust, maybe, but no, I liked the movie. I thought it was. I'm not going to say it was fun because it's kind of dark and twisted, and as a parent, does not leave you with a very good feeling, and kind of made me wonder what I would have done in that situation. But overall, I did enjoy it. and would recommend.
Okay.
Great.
Yeah, I think I would have to say that I also enjoyed it quite a bit. Sandra, so thank you for bringing this one because I as well had not seen it before. Very good.
Oh,
So,
I tip my Irish
Mm.
top hat
yes,
to
I
ye.
I doth my own Daniels to you. So, um,
Sounds
yeah, you know what?
obscene.
Like like Caleb, yeah, when you have kids, there's definitely parts of it that are a little harder to watch, because of that feeling of what you would do in that circumstance. Watching any movie that's taken serious enough where a child dies is hard because that's like obviously a parent's worst nightmare if they
Yes.
have something happen like that. So, and what the grief and the anguish and what would happen to you as a being and in your soul if that happens. So, to continue with that partner in a relationship, which clearly there's a strained, after
Yes.
that, which most are, they go
Okay.
somewhere, they move somewhere else, I guess, to try and start over. Which I can't blame them, obviously. Was the little girl that was
Alice.
Alice? That was the husband's veterinary clinic? Is that where
Yeah,
that was?
he's the vet.
Right.
So I think that he had said he had a patient in the backyard. So I think
Yes.
that he might have taken him home overnight, something like that. Or maybe he has his vet practice out of his home. I wasn't totally sure.
But it would seem like that was where he worked for sure. And so that's why
Yeah.
Alice was so, easily like, I'll go and give some food to the dog. And then,
She
the
Right.
had a
dog.
gerbil there, and that probably didn't help things.
Oh, good point. She was. You're right. She was
Yeah.
carrying that her birthday present. It was her birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah. So super sad for sure. So, but
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, the movie has so much to it because you were saying that they bring the people back to life through that ceremony, and I'm wondering,
Yes.
are they really bringing that physical body back, or because isn't it more like they're birthing something new through the old
Yeah, it's like
body?
this it's the spirit, and it's kind
Yeah.
of combining with like their body a little, because it's a real body and it looks like them, but they're borrowing the life force from the corpse, which is why he says, you only have it for about 3 days. And you don't
Right.
know why, but that's about how long it's fresh. And the fucking ritual, I love so much. So I've seen this movie a couple of times. It came out in 2009. I think I saw it like maybe 2015, 2016, and I watched it like twice, like almost in a row, because I was like, oh my God, I love this. I thought it was, yeah, it's brilliant. It's fucked up and sad and kind of beautiful and pagan. And I don't know, there's something about the tone and the attitude of this movie I like a lot. Of course, it'll give you vibes of some other things, especially Wicker Man. And since we had watched that recently, it made me really like Lakewood. Like it like brought it fresh to my mind.
Right.
That ritual I think is so cool. Like it's like icky and gory and visceral. And I personally thought it was really funny in a dark way that they when they go and take Alice's finger from her grave
Yeah.
to use, because they
Hmm.
have to use something like basically DNA. And Aidan Gillen's character on Game of Thrones was Littlefinger. I
That's
laughed.
a good point.
I did not even catch that, but holy
Yeah,
shit.
and
Yeah, you're
yeah,
right.
and he's like, "I'll take a little finger right here."
Little finger takes a little finger. Yeah.
Of course, it's
Yeah.
mildly traumatizing as they have to dig up their composing child, but
Yes.
it's a horror
Yeah.
movie. Horrible things are gonna happen.
It's funny. One of my biggest biggest peeves that I look at in movies is when someone has to dig a hole because it is not easy to dig a hole. It is not easy
Yes.
to dig 6 feet in the ground. It
Right.
is not
No.
easy to dig 6 feet in the ground in a perfect rectangular shape,
Yeah.
which in a movie
Especially
is like,
by
oh,
yourself.
Yeah.
right, which they show a lot in movies, like a lot.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it should be like, 3 days later, kind of thing, because it's
Or
not.
they bust out like an earth mover to
Yeah, I mean
like
something.
scoop
Get the
them.
backhoe
Yeah.
out, do something, but don't just sit there and dig and then like cut. I don't know. And then
Yeah,
also,
just like
how come anytime I have to dig, you have to dig up a body in a cemetery? Why does it always have to thunder and lightning? Like, what's up with that? Is that
yeah,
just like
it's got to. It has
it
to.
has to? Like, what causes that? What
Yeah.
scientific explanation when you get that shovel into the ground?
It's called the Frankenstein effect.
Okay, that's how it is. All right,
And
that's
it's
good. I
yeah,
just want
Science,
to know.
Neil. It's science.
it's
Don't
science.
question it.
It's something to do with protons in the air. It's very complicated work.
Got it.
Um,
Exhuming body equals lightning and thunder.
I don't know of any pagan cultures that can raise the dead and do this literal necromancy, but like the way that it's presented, it feels real.
Yeah.
Like it
Yeah.
feels like it could be real. It's something this town's been doing for a really long time, and they're kind of like new people in town. She's the pharmacist and he's the veterinarian, and they're kind of like cutting the line basically to get to see their loved one, because normally it's a whole, everybody's raised in that this is what's going to happen, but they need them to do these two businesses in town. So Arthur, who's
Oh.
played by what's his name, Anthony
That one guy.
Spall, he's fabulous. I love Arthur.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like the boss. He's like the
Yeah, oh, for
wheeling
sure.
dealing.
Yeah.
He's the priest. He's the everything. He's the old
He's
He's the
vet.
mayor, the priest.
He looks
Yep.
so fabulous too. He looks like just this perfect country gentleman, and he has like this charming sort of way about him, but he's also creepy as fuck.
Hungry Boy actually says that that ritual is a Celtic reincarnation. I guess theory that it sounds like it predates the Bronze Age. He was saying.
I love it. Basically, what did I call it? So you put the corpse in the thing. You put that like in mud. You have to like cut the spine. You have to do all this creepy shit.
You
So
have
the
to
person
find
has
there
way
was
to birth out.
like a
I-
freshly deceased corpse, not the one of your loved one, but of someone else.
Yeah.
You have to kind of
And, like,
swap.
They had to like crush was it the larynx? Is that what they did?
Yeah, and they
And then
broke
cut the spine.
thorax. Yeah.
And then broke the jaw to put the
Well, it's because
basically
the jaw.
the DNA in. So yeah. Not
'Cause
good
the
for
jaw
the
was-
corpse, but
The jaw was probably wired shut or
right.
whatever the technical term is. So you got to open that up. Shoves the finger in there in their case,
Yeah.
which is like gross. And
I think you had to roll
birth
snake
out.
eyes. You had to roll snake eyes and then do a couple of.
Oh my god! And we all know how much I love a giant abacus. And the pagans here, everybody got a giant abacus, and it has like little rune beads, and they do this sort of like.
Yeah,
like
it makes
thing.
kind of a musical noise when you like sort of run your hands
Yes.
over it. Yeah.
I loved that. That felt really like, oh yeah. And he's like asking questions like, what color was her hair? And like all this stuff. And it's like, oh my God, he's doing it. He's doing the thing. And then the people, you light the thing on fire. And I said, what did I say here? Because it makes a really satisfying crunch when they break the shell. And I said it was like cracking open a hollow chocolate Easter bunny.
Yeah.
With a lot of blood and fluid inside.
Cadbury egg. It's a Cadbury egg.
Kind of, yeah. But like I said, that's kind of it's basically giving birth is what I thought of it as.
Yeah.
The way you pull out the person and all the fluid comes out and everything. Yeah. It's quite the ritual.
I love that everybody has their little wooden like dowels that they like they have their like, and they like parade through very very much like Wicker Man and stuff with their little pieces of wood.
Yeah,
I liked that noise. I thought it was very
ASMR, very
just
pleasing.
kind of satisfying. It's like musical, percussive, but kind of not. I don't know. I really enjoyed that part.
Oh, and you get to wear a stick necklace when you go back to your grave. I like how pretty early in the movie we see that Lady Mary and Deirdre, and she's brought her back. She says, oh, it's my niece. Turns out it's her daughter. So now we have a basis for like how this should look and how this should play out, because like Deirdre, she's having an okay time and she's kind of getting space here and space here, and she's so pale. She looks just like a piece of chalk. And then she wants to go home. Like they want to go back. And there's something really kind of beautiful about that, like really death positive about like, it was nice to visit, but
this
wanna
isn't
be
where I
where they wanna be.
belong,
Yeah, they
and
wanna be
it
where they
was
wanna
actually
be.
kind of nice where I was,
Yeah, I'm happy. And, like, she
Yeah,
tells her, like, "Oh, Alice has a lovely voice." And it's sweet because, I mean, it's alarming for Louise, but
Right.
it's kinda sweet. It's something I kinda like about this whole film is there's kinda, like, this really cool relationship with life and rebirth and death and all that, that I find really, really quite beautiful and poignant, if we're being honest.
Yeah, it's kind of it is. See, here's I don't want to get into like a whole religion thing, so because I don't know much a lot about religion, but because I am simple Neil, but
Our simple sweet our summer
yes,
child. Yeah.
but the idea that you can be deceased. You can not necessarily be like in a heaven. You don't have to be in a type of space like that. You can just be deceased. Your soul can be or spirit can be wherever,
Yeah.
but it can be at peace still. But you don't have to. I don't think it's tied into, the
Yeah.
whole Judeo-Christian blah
right.
blah blah part.
No,
Is good
yeah.
for me because being my beliefs, it's nice to know that okay, when my cat dies, at least it will be in a happy place. It doesn't have to be somewhere that I don't necessarily believe in. It's just it'll be
Yeah.
content and happy wherever that is.
I totally agree because yeah, we've if you're just joining us for the first time, the three of us aren't big on on Abrahamic religion for our own selves. You do you. But we're in our own cult with our own creepy cult-based religion. Anyway,
Yes.
Yeah,
yeah,
it's not
I
called the
like
Cult Show for
for
nothing.
nothing exactly. And it's
We'll
basically a
see you in
pyramid.
hell.
It's basically a pyramid scheme to get you all to join our cult. It's a long story. Um, but I like, yeah.
And to sell a bunch of useless products for us.
Sell products. Yeah, you sell like we do all the hot things. We have a diet tea. We have like all the stuff.
There's a hand
Um,
sanitizer. Yeah.
the hand sanitizer is great. It also opens up your electrolytes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Does all that anyway. Um, which I but oh yeah, I like that it's not described either exactly what their belief is, what we're
Right.
doing here, or where the soul goes. It's some sort of
Right.
liminal space.
Yes.
Yeah. And you don't
Yeah.
need all the answers. It would be cheesy if they told you everything. And Arthur even
Right.
says, he's like,
Yeah.
I don't know I don't know all of it.
Yeah. Well, he said, he says, I don't even know how this works. It just does,
It just does. They've just been doing it forever.
and here are the rules,
Yeah. I really think, okay, first of all, I don't want to say that Patrick and Louise deserved this. However, they did not follow the rules. And there
Right.
are rules here, Donnie. There are rules, and you need to follow them. I think that Arthur should have led with the rules and been really clear about what happens, but then we wouldn't have a movie. So
Right.
It's true. So what were the rules?
you get them for 3 days. That's it. So that's the big one, and you have to give them back. And we
Right.
also know that they want to go back. They should want to go back. They
Right.
also have to be dead less than a year.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they lie. They fib because they want to
And
see
you can't.
Alice.
And
And you
there's a
can't
border you
leave
can't
the
cross.
Can't
town,
leave
basically.
Wakewood.
Yeah.
Yeah. They don't follow those rules.
That was pretty cool when you wander beyond the limits beforehand. You know how like the injury that you died from comes back and kills you again, basically. So
It's
that was kind of
rotten.
cool.
You don't want
Yeah.
that to happen to your loved one.
No, not
Um,
again.
there's a sex scene with nary an armpit lick in sight. So
I
there's
was pretty
that.
disappointed. I gotta be honest.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like
I fast forwarded through it. Lame.
you're like I can tell they're not going to be licking armpits, and I don't want to see it.
Yep.
I thought it was funny how Peggy was like hella sus about Alice and them, and she's like, I don't think I want you to use my husband's body, and they're all like, no, it's fine, and she's like, I don't think so. And I love it
Yep.
when evil Alice and she cracks out her abacus and she's like doing her little calculations and she's like something's wrong, and I like how they don't make eye contact with them when they know they're like an evil thing. But it's kind of cool because Alice wasn't straight up evil. She was still kind of an innocent little girl in a lot of ways. It was almost like
Yeah.
she was like corrupted or something.
Well, the longer she was awake or whatever,
Yeah.
kind of seemed like it kind of. I don't want to say she deteriorated. I'm not sure if that's what it was, or the whatever the
Her
evilness,
sweetness, yeah, her
whatever
sweetness like
happens.
went away. Yeah.
The
Her
Alice,
badness
sweet
level went up.
Alice.
Yes. Her badness level was up to here. Oh, I
Can we
also
talk
Yep.
about all the bad things that we saw happen to animals in this movie?
yes, because it's very sad.
Or not all
Quite a
of them are
few.
bad, but I mean,
Yeah.
the cow C-section, which was real, that
Yeah.
was not faked in any way whatsoever.
That's how that works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can say I've seen, that
So
now.
you've seen that now. That's
And
pretty cool.
it was pretty blatant, like in your face, like just like
Yeah.
knife, slash, slash, yeah, kind of thing. It's
Yeah.
like, hey, geez.
It's
Well,
kind of
it
yeah.
didn't have that satisfying crunch, that Cadbury egg crunch.
Didn't have it. It was more like a zipper being pulled down.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. But it was like, whoa. Okay,
I
we're
thought
doing
that was cool because it kind of kind of hammers home that whole like life thing, and that whole
Right.
kind of viscera of birth. It's a little showing the gun in the first act.
Yes.
And that's
Yes.
how nature is. Birth is a whole thing. Birth is a
Right.
whole thing. I don't
And
have to tell you
then we
guys, you're
see
both
a
readers.
bull back that ass up and crush a guy
Because Mick was
to
being
death.
like a hothead. Everybody's telling him, Mick, get the F out, Mick. And he's like, no, me, I'm Mick. And it's like, well, what'd you think was gonna happen?
Yeah, I was expecting something bad when he went in there. I'll be honest. Like I wasn't, too surprised.
Right?
So,
When
yep.
everybody's saying don't do the thing and you do the thing,
When you do the thing, like, yeah, shame on you.
get
Death by
out of here with
hamburger.
that.
Yeah.
Yep. But if
I
that didn't happen, then you wouldn't have
yeah,
had Alice come back.
you would have had
Possibly.
Alice come back because yeah, we
That's
needed
true.
them to
Because you needed the body.
we
Yep.
need somebody to cut the line here. And she just goes on a little murder spree. She kills Howie the dog. Ew, she does that creepy thing where she births her doll out of the bag, like,
Yeah.
I remember. I remember.
Yeah, she
Um,
kills the dog. Yeah,
Yeah, she kills the dog.
there's several mean animal, not mean, but I mean animal deaths in this film. That's one of the notes I have as well. I'm like, movie
yeah.
does not like animals.
Right.
So
Alice
Yeah.
doesn't like animals.
Well, and then Alice also kills, what's her name?
Mary
Mary. Yeah.
and Peggy.
All right. She did a lot of killing.
She was
For only
busy little
having-
bee.
For only having 3 days.
That last day, she's like, I'm gonna make every second count. I'm gonna kill half of Wakewood. Here I go, world.
And a dog, too.
And a dog. Hooray. She wanted to ride the pony. I think she killed the pony. Because the
think she
pony
did.
made a sound. And yeah. She's like,
wanted
if I
to-
can't she's
yeah.
like, if I can't be alive and ride this pony, no one's gonna ride this pony.
Yeah.
She was a horse
Ride the
girl.
white pony.
Oh yes,
yeah.
yes, dear. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna talk how at what point I guess the parents finally realize it's time to, ex-nay old Alice.
Yeah.
Because she's going a little bonkers.
She's incorrect, Alice. She's not
Right.
quite right. Yes.
She's evil Alice has been found, but the I mean, because that's that's a thing. I mean, again, another thing you got to deal with psychologically as a parent. At what point you have your daughter, and then you just have to give up and say, okay, this isn't really our daughter.
Yeah.
At least not how she's supposed to be, and make that decision to try and put her back in the ground where she's supposed to go.
Yes.
But with the rest of
Dad-
town and their
yeah.
little ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling boxes.
Tick, 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 tick. Yeah. I wish I could make that sound. It's so satisfying. Yeah, like because they're all like, you gotta, and they're like, no. And then Patrick comes around to it pretty quick. He's like, this feels off.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
time.
It's
Yeah.
time we gotta return her. My last
Yep.
note is about the ending.
Okay.
Did you have
The
anything
very,
about
very
the
end.
very, very end?
Okay.
Can I
Good
sh-
ending.
can
I like it.
Yeah, I love the ending because I feel like a lot of horror movies, I don't know, they don't quite end exactly like this, and I find it very satisfying because the town is mad at them, but they don't really turn on them, unlike the parents. They're like,
No.
"Well, you're part of it now, and you broke the rules, and we're all disappointed about that." But it's like they're not gonna kill them or anything like that because they know what's coming, and it's like, "Ooh, it's gonna be even worse than anything we can do." And of course, it's that not that the when the sour person goes, they take someone with them.
Ah.
Sucks them into the ground. Down
Was that
goes
something they said
Luis.
earlier?
No, because he said, like, there's a horrible consequence. Like,
Oh, right, right,
there's a repercussion,
right.
and that's
In
what it
this
is.
case,
Yeah,
yeah,
there's no negotiating. It's that another person has to go with them.
yeah.
Sorry.
So out. Sorry, mom, you're gone.
And she goes, I love it when people get sucked into the earth in horror movies. There's not enough of that. Uh,
We could use
Down
more of
she
that.
goes.
Neil likes a body rising from the earth. You like it being sucked down, Sandra.
So, I like the earth reclaiming what belongs to it.
I like the dead rising from the grave. Yes. So okay.
Uh,
So question for you then.
yes.
The Patrick, the father, brings his
Yes.
wife back
Yeah.
via
Right.
the same ceremony,
Yeah.
and then she is now basically like 9 months pregnant. We'll call it because
Yeah.
before she died, got pulled to earth. We found out she was pregnant.
Right.
And she wasn't supposed to be able to get pregnant again.
Right. So it's kind
Right.
of a thing. 'Cause Alice is the one that pointed out she was pregnant too.
It was
Yes.
Real
probably
creepy.
she had Jesus Christ in her belly, but
Okay, you think it was Christ? That's a
well,
good. I
immaculate
like that.
consent.
Not opposed.
So, but how she died when she was just pregnant, but now he brings her back and she's 9 months pregnant.
Well, first of all, you have a year. So we
Yeah,
don't know
you don't know when it
exactly.
happened.
Yeah. So we don't know exactly when he's pulling her back out of the earth. It could be 9 months later and
nine
it
months
was
later, because
cooking.
they have to wait for another fresh body. Well,
Yeah.
No,
although they did have a few to use. So.
Right.
They
So
did.
you're saying,
Everybody got it was like everybody got a prize.
but
Yeah.
you're saying though he waited roughly 9 months before he did the ceremony. By bringing
Yeah.
her back 9 months, her body functions kept progressing.
Well, because there's something in the magic there that no, it's not totally explained. But they say like they will have their body. Their heart will beat, their breath
Yeah.
will breathe.
Right.
So I guess that means since they're kind of cohabitating in a new form, that if you're pregnant, it carries over.
Okay.
Yeah. I you know what is he's obviously gonna birth that baby
Oh yeah, no
at
question.
home.
I do like how he like talks to. He's like, hey, how's everything? How's Alice? And he's like, oh, she's
Yeah.
good. Kind
She's
of stuff. So
happy.
she's happy. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's kind of cool. Again, it's cool how they do.
She'll be there with Alice and he'll be there with their new kid.
Right.
Kind of
Yep.
Maybe.
sweet. It's
Or
really kind of weird and sweet.
but you don't know. Can the kid be brought out? Can the kid be?
Yeah. Can he
I
be
mean,
there for more than 3 days?
yeah.
We'll see.
You don't know.
Yeah, we don't know. And you
No.
know what? Maybe the people of Wakewood are like, oh yeah, this shit's happened before. It's fine. They're like, it's actually no big deal. You just have the baby. And he's like,
Okay.
oh, okay.
So this film to me is kind of like Pet Cemetery meets Evil Dead.
A splash
Sprinkled-
of Wicker Man.
Wicker Man.
Yeah. Exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Stir, blend over ice. Got a
Yeah.
Wakewood.
Drink quick. Get a cold brain freeze. You're good to go. Okay.
Well, I'm glad you guys liked it. I think it's fun, and I thought it would be fun to have an actually good Irish horror movie up against what we're going to talk about next. Which, if you guys didn't know, this was Caleb's first time ever seeing 1993 classic, directed and written by Mark Jones, Leprechaun. For those of you who really couldn't fathom what the plot of this film could be, don't worry, we're gonna break it down for you. Um, a leprechaun, I know, just bear with me here. A leprechaun has his gold stolen years before. 10 years later, he's released from a trap to torment a family and to he thinks start to get his Lucky Charms.
Yeah.
What really matters here is that the leprechaun is played by Warwick Davies, who is a treasure.
He is. He is wonderful.
Well, Caleb, we must start with you.
Sandra, you did really good. Really, really good with Wakewood.
It's like I made Leprechaun.
I want my hour and a half back.
You can't have it. It belongs to the leprechaun now.
Yes. Good old Leppy's got your hour and a half. He's got your time.
Can you guys believe that this was supposed to be a straight-faced horror movie? And then Warwick Davies, being a genius, got the script and was like, I think this is a comedy.
Comedy.
And they were like, we'll go with that.
Yeah.
And they said, okay.
Yeah. They're like, prove it, Warwick. Prove that this is a comedy. And he's like, fucking easily. And he's actually, I think, quite funny. In a cheesy dad joke way. I mean, in someone else's hands, this movie would be completely unwatchable. As it stands, it's about 10% watchable.
Yeah. That's a pretty liberal number for it, I would say. I mean, so
yeah, I know. Where do you start?
I know. Okay. So I saw this film probably roughly when it came out, kind of thing, and I did not care for it much then. I thought it was kind of ridiculous and
had like that old Lep
thing. Yeah, had some issues. And then watching it again, I was like, it's kind of like,
at least it's short.
It is short, but I don't know. I mean, it kind of felt like, oh boy, because there's a lot of chase scenes in this movie that are just there to fill time.
They're just the leprechaun running hither and thither.
Yeah, exactly. Chasing. I'm behind a tree. I'm over here, and there's this run over here. Let's run down the hallway. Let's chase a cop. It's like, fuck. Why is everyone running everywhere all the time? It's like, Jesus Christ.
Oh my god, my favorite is the leprechaun when he's like a cartoon character, and when he's in the hallway on the skateboard and he like rolls back, he's like in a different pose, and then he's over here, and the stupid Nathan's like, and he can't hit the leprechaun, and it's like, go around the corner.
No, okay, so he is very liberal with his shells when he is chasing the leprechaun.
Yes.
But when he hits the leprechaun and it's down on the ground, suddenly he doesn't go stand over it and just fucking unload on it with his fucking shoddy.
No, he just wants to wing the leprechaun.
He's like,
apparently.
oh, I hit it. It's done. We're good.
Like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
Right.
They go through that.
I watched this movie so many times as a kid growing up, and I didn't think it was good then, but I couldn't quit it.
Okay. So you've got nostalgia working for you.
I don't even know if it's nostalgia. I find it just so like awful that I have a good time when I watch it. I mean, I think Tori, Jennifer Aniston's character, is her first film that she ever did. She's so ridiculous. She's like this, I'm like, so LA girl. Like, she's spoiled and shallow. There's no shopping mall. And she has a giant red phone. It's like just such a disgusting caricature.
And then get her watercress salad at the diner.
And an Avion. And then like versus Nathan, who's a salt of the earth painter country boy with his stonewashed jeans and his feathery hair and his purple tank top.
I mean, and they're just in Riverside. It's like they're not far in the sticks or anything. I mean, they're like hour and a half out of LA proper. Jesus Christ.
But well, in the movie, they're in Montana
I'm kidding.
Or South Dakota or some other state.
But so that a point on Jennifer Aniston's character. Yeah. She comes in, they introduce her as the spoiled LA brat. Yeah. Whatever. Yep. and then she
awful.
sees the guy. He calls her scared, and she immediately becomes like, "I'm gonna put my clothes
Enamored.
on and help you paint," and I'm gonna. It's like
Right.
they lost the character completely. They just went from this and then drew a line, and now she's this. It
Right.
was just like,
Yeah.
whoa, like
I
complete.
mean, I
You
would
know,
rather have the second version.
I
She's
hear
at
ya,
le- she's
but
more entertaining. Um, I love when he has to explain vegetarianism and leather shoes to her. That's really really sweet.
the best thing
Um,
about this film are her shoes, the LA gear. That's like the best
The LA
thing.
gears with the 2 tritone
yeah,
shoelaces.
laces.
Yeah.
But you know what? Alex has pump ups. Alex, the little
Okay.
kid, he has
Okay.
those. Every movie from the '90s, a precocious girl or boy, who's full of witticisms and has a floppy haircut. And for this
Yep.
one, we have Alex filling that void. He's actually pretty adorable. Why were they painting the house bright ass blue with red shutters?
Red. That was a bold choice.
It was a bold choice.
And why did they paint it
Um,
without even like hosing it off first? I mean, it's still dirty
They
as
did
hell. And
nothing.
just,
They were
I
just
know.
like,
it was
this
Yeah.
is
paint.
repaint.
And they were painting all day and didn't even
I
finish
know, that one
like,
spot.
one tiny little section.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like her shutter she was doing when he was like showing her their like little romantic moment. And then she's like, "Oh, I'm out of paint." And it's like, yeah, because like you only had what was on the brush, apparently.
Right.
Like
Just
for your
put-
red shutter.
put it in the can, woman. Jeez. How about the character Ozzy, or otherwise known as Simple Neil? But there's Ozzy.
yeah,
So-
that
Yeah.
character's so fucking problematic. It's like, oh, God.
Francis.
Well, I mean, I didn't say, yeah, I was the actor though is what I like because we know him as Francis from Pee-wee's Big Adventure, and wasn't he in the Naked Gun? He's the guy. It's like it's Enrico Palazzi or whatever.
Yeah.
In this at the end, he screams
He's
out the
also
guy's
in
name. But
A League of Their Own.
yep, he was the
He
mom.
plays a little boy that
Yeah.
grows up. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. So anyway, but
so he's here. But they want the gold to get a surgery to fix his brain. I mean, it's like, oh Jesus, like
yeah, that was pretty.
cringe.
Yeah, even and that kid was at least like what 12 years old at least. I mean,
I think
you
he was
would
more
think.
like 10, but I don't.
You think
I
he's
don't
that young?
know. He's pretty young.
I don't know.
It was 90s Moppets have no age. They could be anywhere from 8 to 13.
I'm just saying he should know that you can't go get a surgery and
He
fix
was
your brain.
probably 20 years old when he filmed it.
Well,
He
yes,
was- he
probably.
was 35 years young.
I think he was dating Tori Spelling at the time. So
There's this theme throughout the film. It's a song. It's like a country song. It's like, I need 4-leaf clover. Oh my God. And there's like a remix of it. It's the cringe. The cringe in
the
this film.
cringe. Yeah.
Sometimes it's funny on purpose. I mean, I appreciate that they made the decision to make it a comedy. I appreciate that. It's not one of those films where it's like its earnestness is difficult to watch. There's some great lines. Burn in hell, you little green bastard.
Yes.
That's a good time. The Leprechaun has a lot of quips.
Yeah, I guess.
Perhaps you remember this old Lep. He played one. He played Pogo on his lung.
I was gonna say Death by Pogo Stick. Never
So bad.
thought I'd see that in a movie.
So
before.
bad.
Oh my God. And it's in slow motion as the leprechauns. And the guy's like, no.
I know, right?
Which
Like
we
he's
love
in a
that.
steamroller. Like he's in
Yeah.
a steamroller coming
Yeah.
at him.
No.
No. Oh, so bad.
Another favorite line of mine, and I actually really do love it, is when Lep, because I like to just call him Lep, is when Lep tells Ozzy, "I'll bite your ear off and make a boot out of it,"
Yes,
because that would be the tiniest boot.
it would. And then when he actually does bite Ozzy's ear when they're in the car, he's just like, "Oh, he probably would have made a boot out of my ear."
I mean, and of course we have to have that the leprechaun does have a kryptonite. He does have an Achilles heel, and that is that he cannot abide a dirty shoe. He won't
No.
stand for it. He won't
Nope.
stand for it.
Nope.
And it's like one of the worst things about the movie is in the middle of him trying to hey, give me my gold. And then they're just like, hey, here, come get this shoes, you shoe shine boy. And I start chucking shoes in the dirt, and he's just like, oh, dude, running around picking up shoes.
Producer
Hey,
Scott,
Hey, come get
producer
this
Scott
shoe.
walked
exactly.
in. Producer Scott walked in during the part where she's making her escape in the Jeep and they're throwing
Yeah.
shoes, and he's like, they should probably throw those shoes a little farther.
A little further, right?
I mean, they're just doing like a little like and it's like you're not really giving her a chance to get away. You gotta fling that shoe. And they should have been like rubbing them in the dirt. I mean, like really making him angry.
but he
Really
oh,
make him work for it.
he would pick him up and he would just go wipe, 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 and he'd put it back down in the dirt. He
Yeah,
wouldn't even
he
like
was
put it somewhere nicely. He was like, oh, okay, no, oh, okay, now that kind of thing.
Neil, what we saw in that moment was a leprechaun breaking down.
Okay.
The leprechaun was like, I can't with all of the shoes. He could not handle it.
Must chase Jennifer Aniston. I'm Team Courtney. Must chase Jennifer.
I do like it when the Lep gets an orange power wheel to take off. That's kind of
Oh
nice. And then
God, yes.
the is so silly. And that fucking asshole cop who thinks he's a kid and like obviously a small child, and he's like being so mean to him. And then like that scene with the cop goes on so long.
So long.
So
yes.
long. They're in the woods, and the cop's like, no, stop. No. And
I
like
can't take it anymore.
he throws his nightstick. It's like
Thank
you
you.
you have nothing now. He's just like,
Right.
no, I just have to sit next to this tree and let the leprechaun kill me.
But what did he even throw it at though? Like you can't even see him, and he's just like, eh.
He's just like that with the shoes. Nobody knows how to throw anything in this town. It's like,
But the worst thing is you go through that whole scene, and it's a pretty long scene, like you said. And the
Yeah.
payoff is a neck snap. It's like that's the payoff. You don't
I know
get
the leprechaun inflicts all these like minor superficial wounds, and then just a next. It's like I want to see the leprechaun skin this guy.
yeah. I mean,
He left his pogo stick at the pawn shop. So.
Yeah.
okay.
I mean,
he should
I
have
want
taken
him-
the
yeah.
nightstick at least and shoved it down his throat, gouged an eyeball. I mean, do something with it. Don't
Something.
just like
Shoved it in his ear.
yeah, sure, anything.
I mean,
Yeah.
there's a grim, dark version of this. I know that they did an updated Leprechaun a few years ago, which I haven't seen. But I mean, I want to see the Leprechaun skinning people, making shoes, like being real gross about it.
I want to see that shoe ear. Or
I
ear
want to
shoe.
the boot, the little boot.
Ugh.
I love just I mean it's just I love it because it's so god awful. I love it when he's on the phone, he mimics voices. I love the ooey gooey melty leprechaun at the end when he's like a little melted s'more.
Like Spike Gremlin. Or
Yes.
whatever.
Oh, there's one part I had to write this down when the house is trashed because Lep was like going through all the boxes of cereal and everything, ruining all the groceries her and dad had just bought that day. And all the shoes are on the table. And
Yeah.
Nathan, and because he's so fucking smart, he points out, he's like, oh, well, must have been a bear. It's like, did the bear put the shoes on the table, Nathan? Like, that's like, he's like surveying, he's like, yeah. They come down from the hills. Like, thank you, Nathan. Why did the bear also then arrange the shoes on the table? Bears do that, Nathan?
Yes.
I mean, they make porridge and they,
You're
yeah,
right.
They have
You're right. I'm the idiot. You're right.
they have chairs. I mean, come on. Who's simple now, Sandra?
Who
So-
indeed? Who indeed? Yeah, this is awful, but it's a lot of people. It's a tradition to watch this awful but fun movie every year. So I think we had to address it.
We did, and thank goodness. Yeah, it's just I guess you're saying it's supposed to be a comedy, but even as a comedy, for me, I didn't really find anything funny about it. It was
It's
more.
barely funny.
It's yeah. I mean, Warwick, God bless him for his career. And what he has done for us in those characters. But this one, I just, it's just, it's a rough one. Like, you know, and it's just because there's a lot of lazy storytelling in it. I
Oh,
could
very
buy.
much.
I
Yeah.
would buy the premise almost if it just the pacing of the film and the storytelling wasn't so poorly done. You
I
know what I
also
mean?
think the leprechaun should have had more than 100 gold coins. 100
Okay.
seems hardly sufficient for the amount of effort he goes through. And then especially when he's missing one and he has 99. And it's like, okay, I get that. That's annoying. You want an even number of coin. But it's like, shouldn't he have had like 10,000 coins? Shouldn't he have had like a legit crock of gold? Like instead of just like a little leather purse?
Right. I don't know,
You
man.
would think so, but
It seems unrealistic that a leprechaun would only have 100 coins.
You think? Maybe that's what they're allocated from the leprechaun king or
The,
queen. I
lepre-
don't know how it works.
the leprechaun banking system.
Yeah, you don't know.
That's
That
his
was
inheritance. That's like his social security.
how did remind me again? How did the guy, the man in the beginning, how did he find the
O'Grady.
leprechaun and catch him and get his gold? Did
you
they say?
don't.
He's very
You
vague about it.
you
He
are not
says,
shown that at all.
he
He
says,
just
I
shows
found
up
a
at home with
leprechaun. Yeah.
in a
He
limo.
says, I found a leprechaun and I tricked him out of his gold.
Okay.
So that was probably, I'm guessing this is Lep's first day on the job, first day having a gold to guard. And Grady tricked him and he's like, I can't go back to the Leprechaun King and tell him that I lost my gold already.
Lost my gold. Yeah.
So he
So maybe the
manages to get to
longer,
America.
maybe the longer you leprechaun, the more gold you get.
That's exactly what I'm thinking. He says he's like 400 years old, and it's probably like every few years you get like one coin.
Hmm.
So he's like, I can't be an embarrassment to my family. I can't go home to my wife and children and tell them I lost my gold in America, in North Dakota.
Yeah. Laura just said that's his stimulus money.
That's right.
There you go.
That's his stimulus.
Wait, he
That's
got
a
his
leprechaun
already?
stimulus.
Where's mine?
Yeah, but that's all he gets is his little gold.
Oh man, I don't know. All I can say is this movie is not lucky nor charmed. I don't know, man. It doesn't quite
Yeah. Fuck you,
doesn't
Lucky
quite float for
Charms.
me. But Sandra, I understand when you watch something when you're younger and it
No,
sticks
it's
with
not.
you and you watch it
No, I
forever.
It's not even.
It's-
It's not even that. It's not even that. I
It's your
just have some.
Beastmaster.
I have no. It's not any of those things. It's just that I find a weird perverse joy in this film, like so many do. I think it's awful. I don't think it's good. There's very little redeeming about it besides Warwick Davies, but I can't quit him. I can't quit you, Lep. I'm gonna keep coming back.
I
I-
wonder.
this
Do
won't-
you think so? Are all leprechauns look like he does, or is it maybe because like he's more of like a mischievous one that he's like a got more of a uglier, monstrous face, whereas the others are more like the Lucky Charms guy? Or what do you think?
I think that's a little rude, Neil. I think beauty's in the eye of the beholder.
Okay.
No, I think it's interesting. Like when he gets his gold, he does become more green. He starts to take on more green about him. And he starts to look he looks different, than like when he's first released. I mean, I think he's probably a looker as far as the leprechauns are concerned. He's kind of like their people's sexiest man of the year.
Oh, so the leper ladies are going for it.
He's the
Yeah.
And/or
he's the leper king.
He wants to
But
be
it
the
also
king.
says that his power is derived from
From
his
his gold.
coins.
Yes. Yes.
So maybe that's what that green flush is.
Yeah, that nice
is-
little green flush
Is him him
Yeah.
being like full of his
power.
maximum effort.
Maximum effort put into it. He also has a very nice little outfit with stripedy socks that are very clean.
yeah.
He
Yeah.
probably takes care of his shoes and by extension his socks as well.
I would have probably burned the leprechaun. I would have probably
Okay.
thrown him down the well and like lit it on fire or something.
Okay, so
Um,
there's another thing. The amount of gasoline that was poured down the wall
Mhm.
versus the explosion that was
Yeah.
caused
Yes.
was quite excessive.
Quite excited. That's what.
It
Yeah.
was a
Something.
lot of bang for, not pouring very much gasoline
I
down
don't know what what else was in that accelerant.
there.
We're gonna have to wait for the reports to come back, the arson report. No, I mean, like, I don't understand. I mean, I guess. Well, I mean, I guess Grady had a stroke, so he didn't really have time to like burn the leprechaun. I just think there was way more efficient ways to deal with it than the ways anybody in the film did for a long time. Um, I do think it's fucking hilarious when he gets into the crate and Grady's closing him in, and it takes so long. And he's like dragging things around and nailing it in. And the leprechaun has this like echoey voiceover, and he's like, "Don't strain yourself, Danny." And like
I want to know
chiding him.
where the hell are these people finding 4-leaf clovers? Because I have never found a 4-leaf clover.
She finds one pretty quickly too.
Yeah, and then Grady got one also. I'm just saying they're getting them pretty fast.
Yeah,
So
I mean, I think I found a four-leaf clover like once in my life.
have you
And
really?
I
I have
look.
looked. I have looked,
Yeah.
man, in my life. So
Well, you ought to carry one around because you don't know when you could find yourself in this situation.
I agree.
And you
help
need to
me.
put a leprechaun in a crate and just gently place a four-leaf clover on top that never blows off or anything.
Yeah,
It holds a leprechaun in it.
I'm frightened to death now. I need to go find one just in case. I mean, I
Yeah.
don't know what.
No, they
Neil,
should
we're
sell
gonna
it
get
with
you a
home.
4-leaf
Yeah,
clover.
they should sell it with homeowners insurance. Like you just get a four-leaf clover.
Okay, what?
Well, now we have to find the little country song. Neil
Oh, geez.
needs a four-leaf clover.
Oh gosh! How about for the very end? The kid gets he gets the line when he puts the slingshot
Yeah.
Right.
in the end. He's
And
got
he-
the "fuck you, Lucky Charms" or whatever it is he says.
Yeah.
And he shoots it in
So
his mouth.
there is a story behind that.
Oh really? Tell us.
Please
Yeah.
do tell.
So originally, General Mills was licensing their product, Lucky Charms, for this movie.
Oh, that was a mistake.
And then after seeing it, said, "No, we're taking it back."
Yeah.
So they had to reshoot that scene with a new box with a sort of spoof Lucky
Yeah,
Charms
spoof
box. And then the line "Fuck you, Lucky Charms" was obviously directed at Lucky Charms for taking away their licensing, their
That is
product placement.
That's awesome.
hilarious.
Yeah.
That is awesome. And it's like, what? I mean, obviously, they're not going to want to be attached to this film.
Right.
Obviously.
Yeah. But LA Gear was fine with it.
They're like, yeah, we're cool with leprechauns, actually.
And her portable phone, not her cell phone, her portable. Oh, my
sorry.
portable.
Jakey says hello.
Jake is the leprechaun king.
He is a leprechaun king. He is a king of mischief. That is for damn sure.
What is he
It's
up
Loki.
to?
Loki.
Yeah. I'm so glad that more people have been subjected to this film because I'm strangely addicted to it like other people. And I just need you to share in my addiction just a tiny bit. I have seen Leprechaun in Space and Leprechaun, I think it's
In the
Back
Hood?
to the Hood,
Back to the
but I
hood.
don't remember anything about them. I think I saw them when I was a young child and I was high AF. So, but like I said, I think we should revisit Leprechaun movie around St. Patrick's Day. We're gonna, you know what, Neil? And
Yeah.
with that attitude, we're definitely doing it.
It's gonna be a
Well, if there's
It's
one in the
tradition
hood,
now.
we can do one for February too, for Black
Oh,
History Month.
perfect.
So,
Yeah.
you
But you
can
know
get
what?
two in
But
a
then
year.
the leprechaun's gonna get mad and he's gonna say, wait a minute, this is supposed to be my day. And Jake is the leprechaun king. I don't know. It seems like a lot of stress.
I don't know.
We'll watch it for the 4th of July so nobody wins.
Ay caramba.
Well, nobody wins, but we all lose.
And we all lose. That's right.
Can we pick a different Warwick Davies film, maybe?
No.
Willow.
But Willow's
Willow's
actually
good.
good.
Dada.
Willow. Wasn't he? He was an Ewok too, right?
Yes,
was
of
Wicket.
course.
He was Wicket. Yeah, there you
Yeah,
go.
when he was about 13, I believe.
Was he that young?
Yeah, he was,
Yeah,
yeah.
he was.
He's
he
only
was
like
just a little-
51 years old, so yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's your
Wow.
age, Neil.
Not 51. Close.
Oh, kids,
Uh,
don't fight.
Yeah. All right. Well, there's the Leprechaun.
I'm sure other
Get me
people
gold.
will be watching Leprechaun on the 17th.
Sure they will. To anyone who likes this film, yes, we obviously we love you, and we we love Warwick.
Warwick is everything.
We all have that movie that
Oh, yeah.
is not good, but we just like it anyway.
It's more like it's just the tradition of like watching it. It
Right.
fulfills something. And I know it's been shown at the Cult Film Series before.
Have we?
Yeah, I believe so.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think you're right. Actually, now I think about it, I think we did something or another.
It was
I can't
kind of a
remember what
while
exactly.
ago. It was kind of a while ago.
Yeah. All right. So, do we know what we're doing next week? Did we decide?
I think we did.
I think we kind of did. I think Caleb, you haven't seen that film we talked about, right?
No, I have not.
I've
Never
only
heard of
seen it once, so I'm,
Yeah.
I'm
Cool.
happy. Neil, what are we watching next week?
Well, the movie we have talked about previously, the what the hell was it called? Wakewood. I can't remember the name now.
so long
Wakewood.
ago.
It was. Oi. The daughter's name Alice made us think about Alice, sweet Alice.
And she's
So
got
we're
the
gonna be
little
doing-
raincoat.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing an awesome little 70s cult flick. Alice, sweet Alice next week.
Yay!
So in the meantime, don't forget to do what Sandra told you to do, ladies and gentlemen.
For the
post-
giveaway,
Yes.
we're gonna post the picture tonight. You can retag it. You can repost it on social media. Tag us. You have to tag us because that's the only way we can keep track of it. Or you can go leave a review wherever you download our podcast at, and it better be a good one.
Yes. And subscribe on YouTube and mention the giveaway maybe too, right? That's another way to do it.
I like that idea, Neil. We'll take that as well.
Thank you.
3 different ways, people.
Oh, but you should also subscribe if you're gonna comment here.
Yes.
That's a parameter.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed.
We're still trying to reach that goal of 1,000. We can do it.
Yay, of 30 subscribers.
We can do it.
I know, right? Whoa, we're 1/3 there.
So
Oh.
yes, we have the Twitters, we have the Instagrams, like you said, Facebooks, and of course the podcast and YouTube. We're everywhere.
YouTube. We're everywhere. The cult is everywhere.
All right.
All
You guys done?
right.
Are we good?
Yeah, let's go. Let's go have the rest of our green libations.
Let's do it. I'm ready to drink my Midori. Yay!
Bye, guys.
Bye, Pismo, Laura, Hungry, Dust. Maybe Dusty. We call him Dusty or just
This
Dust?
old left.
Kenny,
Played one.
Mindy,
Played Pogo.
Space
on
Face.
Love.
Mark Vision's Truth, Michael B. Hungry, if I didn't say hungry yet. And then Martin. We didn't hear much from Martin from the beginning. But hello, Martin.
Goodbye, Martin.
Goodbye, Martin. Bye one more time. Love you
Bye
guys.
one more time.